alcohol is like having a pet tiger.
Go ahead. Go ahead.
Like you can, but you just need to keep an eye on it. Like you just need to like. I'm not being insensitive, but like, they're cool till they're not. So Paul talks about this in Ephesians 5:18, and he says, don't get drunk with wine, wherein is excess. In other words, drunkenness leads to excess. What is Paul saying? He's saying it's never enough. It's never enough. Now, I'm going to go beyond wine, and I'm going to say don't get drunk on money, don't get drunk on popularity. Don't get drunk on likes and approval. Don't get drunk on I live in this house and I drive this car. Don't get drunk on I know those people. Don't get drunk on I have this season ticket to the Raiders. Don't get drunk on stuff. Because if you get inebriated on it, it always leads to excess. And some things aren't even sinful until you get drunk on it. But then Paul goes, he doesn't just say, don't get drunk, you sinners, you Vegas people. That's my best angry preacher faces. He says, you actually have a God issue. Be filled with the Holy Spirit. What is Paul saying? Paul's saying, before we deal with the wine issue, let's get you filled with the Spirit first, because there's an eternal issue that needs to be dealt with before we deal with natural issues. And maybe what I need is not another drink, another gummy, another microdose, another pull of the machine, another night out, another sexual escapade. Maybe what you need, and maybe the reason you're here, is because there's a spiritual issue. Because if God is eternal and I'm made in the image of God, that means I'm eternal. That means what I'm craving is eternal. Don't get drunk on that. Now let's just talk about alcohol for a second. Because I've been pastoring this church for 6 years, and sorry, I don't think I've ever talked about alcohol. So you want to go? Because we talked about it in Staff Tuesday, so it's in my spirit, so I thought I'd talk about it. So don't get drunk. Okay, so what's drunk? I can hold my liquor. Well, you can't tell that to a cop. I'm looking for everyone who isn't smiling. Everyone's like, ah. Right, I can't go have 3 glasses of wine and get in the car and get pulled over and look at the cop and go, no, I can hold my liquor. Look, I'm a big guy. I know what I'm doing. No, he's going to say, you're going to jail and you're going to get separated from your kid. I can't say that. So what's drunk? Well, according to the law, it's 0.8, right? Which is 1 drink. So an old preacher told me a long time ago, Jabin, maybe 1 is okay. Maybe 1 is okay. Now, by the way, there's a lot of you that shouldn't even look at it, shouldn't even smell it. Let me stop for a second. Alcohol is like having a pet tiger.
Go ahead.
Like you can, but you just need to keep an eye on it. Like you just need to like. I'm not being insensitive, but like, they're cool till they're not. I would just where's the anaconda? Is it around? Is it in its thing? Okay, right? Because one day it's just killing you. What? You just got to be careful. You tell me I can't drink. I'm not telling you anything. You can do whatever the heck you want. I'm telling you, I would be careful. An old preacher told me, Jabin, maybe 1 drink is okay, but 2 drinks is too much, and 3 is never enough. I thought we were preaching about joy. We are. But it's the holiday season, and we're at holiday parties, and bottles are being popped, and people are getting lit, and it's dark at 1 p.m. And I just want to tell you to be careful. I just want to tell you to be careful. Is alcohol a sin? No. Is it a terrible replacement for joy? Yeah. And there's a lot of people in the room right now going, so are you saying You know what I would say? If you're arguing with me right now, I'd give it a break. That's what I'd say. If you're like, okay, but I would just wait till January 1st. Just chill. If you're kind of like, man, this is good, well, then you probably don't have a problem. But if you're like, well, but I've got this, and the party's there tonight. If you're like, you're doing all this math in your head right now, I'd probably just go, we're done. Right? If that pet tiger's been friendly, but it just seems to be growling a lot. Well, maybe we need to give you to a zoo. Maybe we had our time. I'm just being a pastor for a second. I'm talking about joy. I'm talking about joy because there's a lot of things that we try to replace joy with.